What's up, guys? It's Matt. Welcome back to D&G NFL Week 4 predictions. What a crazy Week 3 that was, dude. I don't even know where to begin, but we're gonna break down some of these games, give you my picks, and let's do this. First up, we got on Thursday night the Jaguars versus the Bengals. Two number one overall picks. I believe it's the 2021 versus the 2020. And the score here, the record will tell you everything. I got the Bengals here. I got the Bengals starting 3-1. They look good. The Jaguars don't. I love Jamal Agnew. I love that guy on the team, but that's really it. That's all I like. Uh, After Bengals beat their division rival in Heinz Field since I think it was since the 90s, dude. Like, Bengals could be sneaky this year. I'm proud of my team. Next up, you got the Titans versus the Jets, and again, record just tells you everything here. And let me tell you, the Jets don't even. There's not a single promising thing on that team. That team is shit. Like if they beat the Titans, like they might as well go to the fucking Super Bowl because like there's nothing. There's no hope for that team. There is no way the Titans lose here. If the Titans also lose, they are not going to the playoffs. All right. What a crappy division that would be. But yeah, there's just no way. I'm in disbelief if they do. Next up, you got the Lions versus the Bears. The Lions almost pull up in a huge upset against the Ravens, but no, Justin Tucker. No, we'll talk about it when we get there. Oh my god, dude. NFL record has been set. But you got the Bears on the other side who Justin Fields in his fucking starting debut, he gets sacked 9 times. I don't even remember a game last time someone got sacked 9 times. It might have been a Bengals game. That is horrible. O-line and good defense at the same time by the Browns equals a bad combo. But I do have the Bears winning here, but I think the Lions could make it close. The Lions could pull off the upset, but I just can't do it until they win a game. They just choke these all the time. They're like the Bengals a lot in the past where they get close. They have every game of the season is close, but they just can't win the game. And yeah, that's why I got the Bears. I accidentally tapped the key there. Next up, you got the Colts versus the Dolphins. And yeah, I got the Dolphins here, it says, but this is actually an upset of the week. And the reason I have this is because I think since Jacoby Brissett, Tua had just got injured, so Jacoby Brissett is taking his place. They might think, hey, maybe the Colts can do this, but I actually have the Colts starting 0-4, which I think you should call it an upset here. Because I didn't know really what else to pick during the week if you look at all these games. Because, all these games are enjoyable. But one, it could be, there's just no upset. So I picked this one for the upset. Don't be too bad. Don't be too mad. But I could see the Colts starting 0-4. So, we'll see what happens again. Next game, we got the Browns and Vikings. And this one is a game to watch, folks. Still got a terrible fucking cough. That's not going away. I think I'm gonna switch my pick here. I'm gonna. I don't know. This game is gonna be close. Record will not tell you anything. Vikings have kept every game close, and they finally won one against the Seahawks very convincingly. And the Browns only lost to the Chiefs, who are 1-2. So I'm gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna pick the upset. Here. I think I had the Vikings winning. You can't expect all these favorite teams to win. You gotta have multiple upsets, not just one either. So this will be one of my upsets for sure. I think many people are gonna have the Browns winning, and that'd be Be good for our division if they won, but not good for the Bengals. So, but I do think the Vikings can win this game. I do. Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb is going to be a very fun matchup. Next game, you got the Washington football team coming off not a brutal loss to the Bills, but the Bills are just way too good versus the Falcons, who barely beat the Giants, and that's all I got to say. They barely beat the Giants. Well, so did the Washington football team. So they're both known for beating the Giants now last minute. So that's pretty funny. But I think the football team has done it more convincingly. Because the Falcons were behind the entire game, and Washington football team always hung in there. It was always close. And I frankly believe in the Washington offense more than the Atlanta offense. And that's not saying much. So, go football team for this one. Next up, you got the Texans versus the Bills. The Texans not looking good. Struggled against the Panthers. I hate to see Tyrod Taylor. I don't even know if Tyrod Taylor's going to be in this game. I don't know how many weeks he's going to be out. But now, Tyrod Taylor's good, right? If he was, let's say he was in this. How many points would he put up? Not more than the Bills are going to put up. So I got the Bills here. And Texans might just start becoming that team that everyone thought they were at the beginning of the season. And I did predict that Jaguars game, the first week game. I think the Texans could get more games, but I think they're going to be 1-16. I think they're just going to lose out like the Jags did last season. So, still hinging on that bet. Next up, you got the Giants versus the Saints. I don't think it matters if Jameis Winston throws a bunch of picks because Danny Dimes could also make a bunch of turnovers. So, yeah, give me the Saints here. The defense is better. The team is better. Moving on. Next up, you got the Chiefs versus the Eagles. And what the fuck? The Chiefs are 1-2? They lost to the Ravens and the Chargers back-to-back weeks? What is going on here? There's no way they're losing 3 games in a row, right? No way. No fucking way. If they do that, I don't know. They're losing their chances. They are losing their chances for the playoffs if they lose. I have hiccups now and I'm coughing. Fuck. Next up, oh my god. Next up, you got the Panthers versus the Cowboys. I'm losing my voice as well. This is terrible. Panthers and the Cowboys. Panthers look pretty good, but it was the Texans defense. Oh my god, these fucking hiccups. The Cowboys looked amazing against the Eagles. What was it, like 41 to 14? What the fuck was this? It was like 21 to 41. They won by like 20 points. I think this is the game we finally see the Panthers lose, and the Cowboys are going to win. Their offense is better. They lost Christian McCaffrey last season, and last year, might as well. What the fuck am I saying? Last week, they lost Christian McCaffrey, so I think the Cowboys are going to put up enough points on that offense that Sam Darnold, it'll be a little overwhelming this Sam Darnold. So that is my pick. I think that's a pretty big upset. Not the biggest upset, but I think it's an upset. Next up, you got the Seahawks versus the 49ers. This game could go either way, and 49ers really should have scored like 7 to 10 points in that the Sunday Night Football game against the Packers, but the refs kind of just handed them all the points on a silver platter, and they're like, here. Oh, no targeting. Here. Roughing the passer on the Packers. How many more yards you guys want? Oh, you want 10? Okay, holding. Wait, what? Oh, pass interference. Like, what the fuck are the Packers supposed to do? Uh, and most of those calls were not accurate at all. Like, I don't know, that reffing team, that game I almost turned that game off. If I was a Packers fan, I probably would have turned it off. I was fucking pissed. But enough of that. The Vikings are again a good 0-2 team. We're a good 0-2 team. We're the best 0-2 team, arguably. And they beat the Seahawks on their own stadium, so it's a pretty convincing win. But I'm gonna give it to the Seahawks here. I think the Seahawks will bounce back. I believe they've lost 2 weeks in a row now. They shouldn't lose again. I think they're gonna tie the 49ers now. 49ers are gonna lose 2 in a row. And everything is balanced in the NFC West as it should be. This game is gonna be fucking fire. This is a game to watch. 3-0 versus a 3-0 team. Oh my god. So one team guaranteed after week 4 is going to be 4-0. Guaranteed at least one team. Unless these guys tie, which would be funny as shit. But Cardinals had a close game with the Jags. This is how I'm going to break this down. The Cardinals had a close game with the Jaguars. Because of Agnew, of course. They do have Matt Prater on the team. They got a lot of good guys. AJ Green had a nice prime game last week, too, to help him win. And the Rams beat the Buccaneers, who are like the Super Bowl favorites. So now the Rams are the Super Bowl favorites. I think they got to keep this momentum going. I'm going to give it to the Rams here, but I would not be surprised if the Cardinals won this. It's going to be a good game. A really good storyline, really good game in theory. And I hope that lives up to be exactly what it is. Still got the hiccups. Next up, you got the Steelers versus the Packers. Coming from a Bengals fan, I'm watching the Steelers offense, and God, that play calling was terrible. With a capital T. And also starts with the capital T, TJ Watt, who was out. And they lost their, they're like one sack every game record. So they had a 75 game record streak of that, and the Bengals broke it with 0 sacks allowed. I think that was a good game for the Bengals to prove maybe they're for real, guys. Maybe the Bengals could beat the Steelers in the division. And a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying, Steelers are saving up for the draft. They're going to be one of the top picks, and I believe it. I think the Steelers are going to get a new quarterback next season. They're probably going to start tanking, maybe. I definitely start tanking if you lose this game, which I think you're going to lose this game. Listen, if you have 37 seconds to get in field goal range with 0 timeouts, and you fucking win that game, you are invincible. There is barely anything you cannot do. Except score more than 3 points in week 1. Alright, next game. You got the Ravens versus the Broncos. This is also a game to watch. Holy shit. We're gonna finally see if the Broncos are for real. Are a real team. Are they a pretender or contender? We're gonna see this game. This is the ultimate test. And Justin Tucker beat the Lions, or the Lions lost, however you see that game, to a 66-yard NFL record-breaking field goal. Holy shit. And I witnessed that live. It was, dude, that was incredible. But I'm mad because the Bengals are in the same division, and they should have lost that fucking game. And it wasn't delay a game. It was just on a different network where the one network had on 35 the play clock on 35 seconds, and the other had 40, which it should have been 40. So realistically, when that play clock hit 0 on one network, it should have been like 4 or 3 seconds before the play clock on the other. So it wasn't delay a game. But yeah, I feel the Lions' pain, man, as a Bengals fan, and I really hope the Lions are going to be a good team in the future. I think everybody hopes that. But yeah, this is a big test for the Broncos. And after, guys, I have absolutely no reason to do this, but I think the, I think the Broncos have a better defense than the Ravens, right? I'm gonna go with the Broncos. It's tough. It's tough. This is gonna be a tough game to predict. I think everybody's gonna have the Ravens after that Justin Tucker, NFL record breaking. It might be too much for the Ravens. The Ravens have been clutching every game. Every Ravens game has been insanely close, and I would not be surprised if this is close. We're gonna see if Teddy Bridgewater is for real too. Looking forward to that game, and I'm also looking forward to this game. Is this a game to watch? Of course, it's a game to watch, dude. Buccaneers versus Patriots. Tom Brady returning to the team that gave him 6 Super Bowls. This is gonna be an amazing game, storyline wise, but I think the Buccaneers, I think Tom Brady is better than Bill Belichick. But Bill Belichick definitely set him up to be greater than him, and that's why Tom Brady is better than him right now. He had that good defense at the start of the decade, or 2 decades ago, and helped shape him to be like one of the GOAT. And he is the GOAT, and he is going to win this game. If the Patriots win this, that's an upset, dude. Buccaneers can't lose 2 weeks in a row like the Chiefs are. These teams cannot struggle, or there will be new Super Bowl picks coming up soon. All right, so I expect Tom Brady to win this, but it's going to be a very emotional game in Gillette Stadium, folks, and I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait. And final game Monday night. Raiders versus Chargers. Chargers pulling up an upset against the Chiefs, and the Raiders find themselves 3-0 after really just every week has been crazy for the Raiders as well. Raiders and Ravens games have always been good and close as shit. 2 Raiders games have gone to overtime. 2 out of 3. That's crazy. I think the Chargers are favored for this one. And I think this is the point in the season where the Raiders start to slow down, and I think they will. So yeah, game to watch, sorry, and give them the win here. I got the Chargers winning. Complete shot in the dark. I'm just, this is statistically the Raiders never make the playoffs, and to not make the playoffs, they have to start losing games, right? And the Chargers look good. Justin Herbert has looked fucking amazing, dude. I gotta start praising this guy more. People kind of probably complain that I just don't talk about Justin Herbert as much as Joe Burrow. I think they're both really good young quarterbacks, and Justin Herbert deserved the reward, but I think Joe Burrow should have gotten the reward if he didn't get injured. Like, he would have finished the season as good as Justin Herbert. And a lot of people have ignored that. But that doesn't mean Justin Herbert's bad. He's amazing. He's good. And he's got a great team around him now to really be at the top of the division. Anybody can win this division now. Holy shit. If the Chiefs are in the basement, anybody could win this division. Even the Chiefs. Even the Broncos. Anybody. And those are going to be my Week 4 picks. It was a pretty long one. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your predictions down in the comments if you're watching. And I'll see you guys next time.